morning, everyone. Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it's early, but this is the first full day of Bob being gone, and I'm wide awake, kind of, sort of, and trying to get some things done. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. If you're new to my channel, please remember to click the subscribe button, because every Saturday I do a shout out Saturday where I pull 5 names from my subscribers and send everybody over to check out your channel. So come join me. Excuse my arms in the way here, but there we go, my camera stand wasn't quite where it needed to be. Today we're going to talk about planners, and this is more a planner flip through of what I'll be using and why. I will tell you that my number of planners has dropped considerably, and I only have one other planner that I'm going to be using that I don't have for today because I've got to get it put together, and you will be able to see that on Saturday, I believe. Friday? Saturday. So come back Saturday for the final, which will be my creativity planner, where I will be keeping all of my challenge goals and everything in that. And I've got some new people to introduce you to, so make sure you come back on Saturday for that video. Anyway, we're going to start with, this is my editorial calendar. If you remember last year, I chose the Slim Classic from Happy Planner, and I really loved how this worked. So I bought 5 more planners off of clearance at Hobby Lobby and created my new editorial calendar for this year. I have a section for my author content, my music content, the creativity content, the Ozarks Journal content, my New Age content, and then since I dropped the weight loss journey content for last year, I have added in a YouTube specific. So because I'm going to be changing the way I do things, not everything on YouTube is going to go on my blog and vice versa. So I wanted to make sure that I had something separate for just YouTube. So I've got a year at a glance in front of each section, and then I have the Get Focused, and I kept this in here so that I could go back and fill in the ones for future months. My post-it notes, and then my tab, and as I said, there's one in front of these, and then I have the year where I will write in what the content is for each one of those days. I have content specific for each day of the week on different blogs, so I will have that there. And then I've got to get past that. I have the week on 2 pages for adding additional notes to the content, and I will be bringing in my stamps again as to whether I posted on Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, and there's another one. It's early, but anyway, I'll have the stamped images here that I can check off for when I posted those out on social media. So this isn't just the editorial calendar as to what I need to have done where on which channels, but also keeping track of the social media. So that is my editorial calendar. Next I have, and I'm going to this one next just because I want to get it out of the way. We're going back to using the menu planner. It really does make a difference when you plan out your menus. And since I've done the stocking up all of last year, we really have a good stash. And a lot of my budget money does not have to go for grocery shopping, which is nice. And by doing the meal planning with what I have on hand, I know minimalistically what I need to shop for. So, and this is from the Paper Studio. This is the Agenda 52. It's a nice cover that I can wipe off. I can leave this in the kitchen on the counter, and if I've had a really busy day, I can tell Bob, just go look in the planner, you'll see what's for supper, and he can take care of it, which he's really good about doing. But I've gone through, I used their planner inserts, which means I had to date everything, and that was fine. So I can write down the menu. I can list on the calendar, such as when Bob is gone. so that I know that the menu is going to vary or when he's going to be home. And then we have the week on 2 pages where I can be more specific about what the menu is for each day, and then a sheet for my shopping list. And this is from, I have photocopied this from an old notepad set that I got at Barnes & Noble several years ago. I kept one from each of the monthly pads and have made me a photocopy sheet because I really like this, that it's got the month on there. And then I have one of those for each week. And if I do this a month in advance, then I can look at all of those sheets based on, this is what I'm having for this week. These are the items that I don't have, and I can write them down, and then when I get ready to go grocery shopping, I can look and I can collectively make a grocery list from these that are here. I have that for each month. And one of the things that I'm doing this year, at least for the next 21 days, is I picked up this book from Ian K. Smith at Dollar Tree, and it's Blast the Sugar Out, and it's, you know, I'm all about trying to keep my blood sugar in check without having to be on drugs. And I got to tell you, those of you who are on medications know the nightmare these drug companies have you stuck in and how much your drugs cost you, which I think is really outrageous. Somebody's getting rich somewhere, and it's not me. And I'm not going to help them if at all possible. So I'm trying to stay away from the drug issues and trying to do this holistically. And he makes a lot of sense, and a lot of it is, and it's not necessarily busting out carbs, but it's eating the carbs that are proper, high fiber content carbs. And then he has a 4-week plan for 7 days, and he gives you options. He doesn't tell you have to eat this. He says, choose one of these. Choose a power-up. This is your snack for the day. This is your lunch, and you can pick from these for lunch. And it's all everyday stuff. A beef burrito. If it's frozen, choose a low sodium and carbohydrate count less than 35. With beans, add a tablespoon of cheese. And if there's anything, some things are in here, egg and veggie breakfast sandwich. He has that recipe in the back of the book. So there's also breakfast recipes. There are exercise ideas for aerobic exercises. There are food switches. Snickers, switch a slice of toasted bread with a tablespoon of Nutella if you've got a craving. If you've always eaten frosted cereal, switch to oatmeal. Now this one I can't go with. Whole milk, switch, skim, or reduced fat. I'm sorry, but I'm not putting water on my cereal. I do my half and half, but I don't eat a lot of cereals, and I only use about 1/4 cup of milk on my cereal when I do. So, full fat cheese, switch to reduced fat. Breaded chicken, switch to a grilled chicken. Some of it is really basic. So I like this. So for the next 4 weeks, I will be using his menu, and then from then on I can take his menu and I can switch it around, or use some of the switches that he suggests and put those in instead, and see if I can't keep my blood sugar on the downhill. So far it's working. I've not even started that yet. I'm just eating lots of high fiber carbs, very low sugars, which I've never been a big sugar thing anyway, but I did find out that if you are anemic when you're younger, your chances of being diabetic when you're older are higher, and I was extremely anemic when I was a child. So knowing this information helps. Now the next planner I'm using is the book club planner from Happy Planner, and my goal is this year to read more as well as write my own books more, but my goal is to read more because I want to make sure that I'm reading and I'm posting reviews. I have, now I'm going to have to go through and, yeah, this one was a 18 months, so I bought it last year when it first came out because I was afraid if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to find it for this year. So this goes from January to December of this year. And I have room to write or put a sticker for the book that I'm reading. And I've got stickers for start and end date. I put a Sizzix stamp case, polymer stamp set case in the center. And I've got stickers from Peanut Butter Taco on books, library trip, which our library is open. I'm just not sure how many of those I'm going to read. If I'm doing an ebook as opposed to a print book. I have audiobooks I want to get off because I've canceled my Audible. That saved me money, that I could use that money for something more profitable for my business. But they start dropping off after a year, so I've got to go back and see which books I still have on there, and I want to get them off of there before I lose them. And then this is one from some of the book club challenges, such as read a book with a number in the title, read a book under 200 pages, read a book based on a fairy tale, these kind of things. So I've got those stickers from Peanut Butter Taco. I looked at the ones from Happy Planner. There are just too many other stickers in their sticker book that I would never use. So I'm going with Peanut Butter Taco. Monica is off for about another 2 to 3 weeks, and then I can go in. I've got a big Etsy order waiting for her. So that is my book club planner. My last two main planners, other than my writing planner, which I will show you next Wednesday, my two main writing planners. This is my one from the CEO Strategy Planner from Alexis, aka Miss Trenchcoat, and I gave you a glimpse of this a couple of weeks ago. I love this rose gold cover. I didn't think rose gold was going to be my cover, but apparently it is. So I have this rose gold cover, and the covers are less expensive if you hold off and purchase them around the holiday time with Happy Planner's holiday sales. I paid less than $9 for this cover, and they're normally like 36 bucks. So yeah, if you can wait and hold off, please do so. Save yourself a lot of money and use it for things that you really need. I still have my tabs to put in. That's my goal for one of my goals for today. As I said, I made my own cover for her planner, and I printed off her cover on vellum, and then I backed it with a sheet of designer series paper from Stampin' Up called Magnolia Lane, I believe it is. Let's see if I've got it up here. I do. Because the other thing I want to show you with this Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper, which we no longer carry, so, but I found that I can photocopy it and use it in my own personal needs. I tried this when it was too dark, but I'll show you what I did with this. I photocopied the paper, and then I laid a piece of pattern paper, excuse me, laid a piece of notebook paper in here. And actually it was a 12 by 12 white sheet of cardstock with gold lines. And the gold lines came up a really nice black. So I took and I cut that down to size and laid it in the center of my photocopy, and then I ran that through. And I didn't like the dark, so I went to one of the lighter patterns. And this is what I came up with. I made my own pages for getting stuff out of my head onto paper in my inbox, things that I need to make sure that I focus on when I'm filling out my planner. And I want to sit down, hopefully today, but probably not going to be till tomorrow, to sit down and fill out my business plan and get this ready to go, because we're into the first week of January and I've not finished filling this out yet. So that is my goal for within the next couple of days, is to finish getting this put together. My quarterly business plan for quart one, what is my focus, my marketing plan, my list building. The other thing to look at is I'm going to be needing a new vehicle, and Bob and I neither one want a truck payment. So my goal is to push my Etsy shop and my writing so that I can get a new truck. Now let me get this paper out of my way here. Just real briefly, slide this over. And I'll put it away in a minute, and just want to get off the table. And then lastly, this is my workhorse. This is my planner that I will be in every single day. It is also the reason that I chose to go with disc bound, because I can move things around if I have to, but more importantly, and see, I've got this I bought this cover as well. Wasn't crazy about the salmon. I would love to have had a lavender or a blue, but they didn't have one. This will work for now. But I can tuck things in here that I need. I bought this on the Christmas holiday sale. So I have a pen pack so that I can keep all of my colored pens in here. My Sharpie pen and my erasables, because these are the two things that I use the most. And everything, as you saw from the tabs on my editorial calendar, everything is color coded. So I have that. And if I don't snap it back in here, I'll lay it off to the side, and then it's going to get buried, and I'm going to lose it. So give me just a minute here to snap this back in place. Excuse me. So I've got that. And then leave a trail of magic everywhere you go. This was the planner for this year that I fell in love with. And I told Bob that from now on, my workhorse will always be a planner, a pre-dated planner. I'm not going to spend my time printing stickers or buying stickers and redating planners if I don't have to. So every year this is going to be my one. I have, with the exception of red Post-its, which if you know someplace that sells red Post-it notes, please let me know. I have mine currently cut from red paper that I've got to add into here, but I've got a sheet here that I keep my Post-it notes on. And this that I put my Post-its on, this was part of the overlay strap that keeps that they have around your planner when you buy them. And this was here. It was already hole punched. I didn't have to do anything to it. All I did was round the corners, which was a good push with my good paper corner rounder on my envelope punch board, but it worked. And then I can just snap it in here, and I can keep my Post-it notes up here in front. And I've recycled a piece of the packaging. I have another one of the Sizzix envelopes here that I keep stickers in. More from Peanut Butter Taco. Digital decluttering. And those go in there. I'm thinking about ordering a sticker from Kell of a Plan. In her Etsy shop, she does stickers for, name stickers for personalizing your planner. And I'm thinking, just as a little treat to myself, as ordering one of those. I've got a package tracker sheet. This is something that I've added this year because I'm always surprised when I get my Discover bill what I've actually spent, and I don't want to do that. So I had this package tracker. I can't tell you where I got it from, so I can't share it as far as letting other people have it, but I can make a personal copy, and it tells me the date the order was placed, the date it was shipped, the website that I ordered from, which is primarily going to be either Etsy or Amazon, who is delivering it, and the tracking number, and when I get it. And this will help me track how much I'm spending, which I'm trying not to spend anything that I don't have to, because I want everything to go to my truck. The January page, this is something I've never done before, so I've never filled in this front page. My intentions for January are to learn Canva so that I can create headers and do stock photos, and to check into getting an LLC, both for my author account and my creative dreams. And I've got to get Microsoft Word set up. My printer and my laptop went down both within about a week of each other, so I've got to get that refixed. And then dates to remember, Bob left on the 5th, and he will be home on the 26th. So I've got that I've added in here, and I put it in the front of the month, because I didn't want to block my month on 2 pages. And then I also added this from Happy Planner, the Get Social. So another thing that I want to try and do and keep track of is my new subscribers. So I want to do this, and I've got it for my Instagram, my YouTube, my Pinterest, and my blog. And then I've got this check it off back here. Did I read and reply to comments? Did I read and reply to direct messages? Did I create post content? Did I check all my links to make sure they work? Did I check all my spelling? And did I schedule posts? I also have a sticker. I got this image from off of Pixabay. It's enjoy the little things, and it's just a picture of a planner, and I shrunk it way down and I made stickers. Saturday is my planning day. I want to go back to the month here. You'll see I have bath stickers. These are from Paper Taco. I have moved my bath day, my relax day, to Fridays. I'm also unplugging on Wednesdays. I will get everything scheduled beginning this week so that starting next Thursday, I am not online at all. I'm going to do other things like curl up with a book or crochet or play my video games. I need one day to just not do anything on the computer. I also have added, I'm part of Crochet Paper Pad with Deb's Crafty Cottage, and on the 25th of every month, we showcase what we have done with the 6x6 or smaller pad, and I have pre-cut those out. I photographed these. I added them to my Microsoft Word program and shrunk them down to sticker size, and I have that on the calendar for every month of where the 25th comes in. Which, while I'm thinking about it, one of the things that's going to change this year is because I'm doing that on the 25th, Reindeer Club is going to fall on the 24th of every month. I've also joined a Can That Pumpkin, which is breaking down all of our past paper pumpkin kits from Stampin' Up, and we will be showcasing those on the last day of every month. So I'm going to create some kind of a paper pumpkin sticker for that. And then I have my daily pages for each week. I have to have my daily page because it's the only way I'm going to keep track of who I'm doing what, where, when. And the only thing is I'm going to have to create a new sticker to put over this. I did not think about changing this before I printed out my new sheets for this month, or for this year. So I may have to create a sticker that I can put over this block. So this is my workhorse. This is the one that I am in every single day and keeps me on track. Now, I'm not quite there yet this week because Bob just left yesterday, so it's going to take me a few days to get where I'm going. Now that I can sit down uninterrupted and fill out my planners, and that's my goal for this week. So tomorrow I will be back here with my creativity planner. Putting that together today. I've started printing out the images from Dear Julie Julie's Pink Ephemera, Vintage Ephemera Kit, digitals, and that's going to be my creativity planner, so I'm going to work on that today. Friday freebie, I'm going to be talking about finances and my money challenges that I am involved in, and I will tell you how the $5 challenge for 2020 came out. You're going to be really surprised. And then Saturday is Shout Out Saturday, and Sunday is Stampin' Up! Sunday, and we're back on track. I am going to tell you one thing right off the bat. There will be no videos on Tuesdays. I'm trying to switch my content up a little bit, and there are some things that just work better on the blog than they do on YouTube. So if you'd like to see what my card chicks and my Teapot Tuesday cards are, because I will not be constructing them on camera, if you want to see what the cards are, you're going to want to check out my blog posts on Tuesday, and you can go over there and make sure that you sign up for the emails for that, and you'll get the reminder dropped into your email of when the new posts go up on Kelly's Creative Dreams blogs. So thanks for joining me in the studio today. I will see you back here tomorrow with one more planner. Creative blessings.